The Toothmaker's Guide to the Facebow. First, place the wax wafer in hot tap water until it softens and conform it to the bite fork. Then, use a microtorch to warm the wax. The wax darkens as it's heated. Heat it evenly and slowly so that it does not drip. Test the temperature to confirm that the wax is not too hot. Be sure the side of the bite fork that says top points to the ceiling. The focus of the bite fork is to incorporate it well to the occlusal surface of the maxilla. Have the patient open, then bite softly with the mandible so that it does not manipulate the bite fork. The bite fork should be parallel to the floor and to the patient's eyes. Have the patient open so that you can check the impression of the maxilla. Confirm that the bite fork is parallel to the floor and to the patient's eyes. Next, place the bite fork into the jig for the Facebow. Make sure the numbers 1 and 2 are not upside down. They should be right side up and facing the same direction. They will point towards the clinician. Snug everything up a little so it isn't floppy, but somewhat flexible. Attach the jig and fork. Then attach it to the Facebow. Have the bite fork in the center of the Facebow. You can loosen the knob that says number 1 to slide the bite fork up and down. Then snug it up when it's in the approximate area. Loosen the knob that says number 2 and it can slide side to side to center the bite fork to get it in the approximate area for when you put it to the patient's face. Snug it up when you are ready. Next, you want to create an alignment mark. Put the edge of the clear plastic measuring tool that comes with the kit to the patient's incisal edge of the lateral number 7. Where the top of the plastic measuring tool meets the patient's face, put a dot, which will be used to orientate the Facebow height-wise. Be sure the caliper earpieces are loose. Place the Facebow in the patient's mouth, gently loosen 1 and 2 to slide a little. Place the caliper arms to reach into the ears. Loosen the knob number 1 to slide to the correct height. Then retighten. Align the small arm at the patient's right to the dot on the face. Check that the jig is centered to the patient's face and tighten number 2. Make sure that the Facebow is centered and parallel to the patient's eyes. By looking straight at the patient, you can confirm parallelism to the patient's eyes and that the arm of the Facebow aligns with the dot. Confirm that everything is snug and that both numbers are right side up and facing towards the clinician. If either of the numbers are upside down, the jig is backwards and needs to be corrected. Make minor adjustments as needed by loosening and then retightening the knobs on the Facebow jig. Here we are taking one last look at the patient straight on to confirm parallelism to the patient's eyes and that the arm of the Facebow aligns with the dot that we had made on the patient's face. Confirm that both numbers are right side up and that both knobs are snug. Release the top knob to take the earpieces out of the ears. Slide them out, the patient opens, and this is your Facebow complete.